All right, let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to Sisters of Shanti Prenatal Flow class. I'm Yogi Chrissy. I will be hosting and guiding you guys through this 30-minute prenatal flow. So welcome and thank you for being here. So before we begin, all you're gonna need is probably some pillows, maybe just to help support you in this certain positions, and maybe some blocks if you have. If you have no blocks, that's totally fine. You can use some books to help support you. So 2 books that you can place your palms, or maybe you have to place them under your pelvic area, which is totally fine. Whatever you have, it's good. And then we're just gonna start by tuning in. So finding a comfortable position, just facing forward in your mat. You can either have your legs crossed like this, or if it feels comfortable to have your feet together in a butterfly position, that's totally fine. So coming in, we're gonna place our hands over our stomach. So we're also cradling our baby. And we're just gonna close our eyes gently and start coming inwards and start to arrive, connecting to the breath, making sure that the chin is slightly tucked in, the neck is nicely elongated, and energy is flowing out of your head, the top of your head, which is your crown. And just breathe, finding the rhythm of your breath. Sitting nice and tall on your sit bones, feeling nice and grounded, connecting to Mother Earth. Feeling the connection with your baby. Feeling oxygen filling your lungs, feeling your baby's lungs. And just breathe. Creating space in the body. Good, and gently open your eyes. Nice. So we're going to place our palms onto our chin, onto our knees, and we're going to do slow neck rolls to the right. Slow neck rolls to the right. Just getting the neck to warm up. Not sinking in, making sure we're still lifted, creating that space, that home for our baby. Making sure when you come forward, you're breathing in, and when you come back, you breathe out. Nice and gentle, nothing serious, nothing crazy. Just getting your vertebrae to loosen up. And let's go to the left side, same thing. When you're coming forward, you're inhaling. And when you're going to the back, you exhale. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, coming back. Nice. And gently bring your neck up, head up. And we're going to do some torso rolls around to the right. So same thing that we did with the neck, but with the torso. Okay. Nothing crazy. Don't overstretch. Don't over contract. We're just trying to move the spine around just to get the vertebrae going. Loosening up. Same concept when you inhale, coming forward, and you exhale, coming back. Good. Getting the spine to just loosen up. Nothing crazy. Making sure your sit bones are connected still to the mat. You're not lifting your knees. They're just planted by your hands, putting pressure. And reverse to the left. Inhale forward, exhale coming back. Nice and easy. Good. We're going to inhale, bringing the fingertips over our crown, looking up to the sky. Inhale and exhale, bringing the arms back down to your side and just moving the neck towards and the chin towards your chest. We're not contracting, going in. We're still lifted. We're just moving the neck, the cervical part, and the arms are coming straight down to the side. We're inhaling, bringing the arms up, and exhale, coming back down. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, coming back down. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's do another inhale. And we're going to go and move to the right. So bringing that right arm down to the side. You can stay on your fingertips or go down to your elbows, whichever feels comfortable. Just know that what you do on one side, you must do on the other. It needs to be balanced. So figure that out. If you have flexibility on one side more than the other, just try to balance it out. So you can be on your fingertips or your elbows, but making sure that we're not crunching in. We're staying lifted and creating this frame, this nice little frame for your head with the arms, and creating space for your belly of where your baby is. Nice. And just breathe. Nice and easy. Making sure your sit bones are nicely grounded as well. And lift up to inhale. And other side, bring your fingertips to the mat. You can go to your elbows, however you did on the other side, making sure you're keeping that balance. And breathe. Keeping the chest nicely forward as well. We're not concaving in. We're bringing the shoulder over to the front and opening up the chest as well. Nice. And inhale back up and exhale coming back down. I'm going to face this way, but however you're facing is probably fine. Just face forward onto your mat. We're going to come to our alt fours, tabletop position. We're going to drop the belly down towards the mat. The spine is kind of going into a little arch. And we're going to lift our chin up into an inhale of a cow pose. Making sure that we're creating that length and still into our neck. We're not sinking in. So your hands are firmly placed on the mat, pushing down away. And you're looking up into an inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to go into a cat. So we're going to bring our chin towards our chest, looking at our stomach, and pushing away onto the mat. Good. And inhale back to cow. And exhale into cat. Good. And finding your breath, finding your rhythm. Just making sure you're breathing in and breathing out. Getting the spine to articulate. And last one into cow and into cat. Good. Going back into neutral position. Doing a little torso circles maybe. Left to right. Good. So we're going to keep our knees where we are. We're going to just move our hands. So our arms are going to go a little bit forward. And we're going to go into a puppy dog pose. So some might not be able to go as far forward, which is totally fine. Please do not overdo it. We are pregnant, so it's not meant for prenatal yoga. Is not meant to overdo things. We're just here to connect and create space for a baby and create that connection and energy for our bodies, especially when it comes to prepping for labor. So do what you can, be where you are. So if you're here, that's totally fine. If you can go a little bit further, that's even better. Just put you can either put your forehead onto the mat or your chin onto the mat as well. Either one is fine. And we're just stretching out the shoulders, breathing in, good, and walk yourself right back up into a tabletop. We're gonna flip our hands, so our fingertips are gonna be facing us, and this wrist part is facing away. So us pregnant women, I know for myself, I've been suffering from circulation, a loss of circulation in my arms. So this is a really good stretch to do when you're feeling that. Doing that at least once a day can help. So what we're going to do is keep the knees where you are. You're going to shift your weight a little bit towards your wrist. And then you're going to just bring your hips back towards your, basically your feet. And you should feel a nice forearm stretch. Good. And stop wherever you feel that nice deep stretch. Don't overdo it. And returning back to neutral position. Good. So now we're going to go into a bird dog pose. And so we're going to lift, keeping the hips neutral and parallel to the mat. We're going to lift the right leg up, parallel position, making sure you're still in that flat back position. Good. Bringing that left arm up. So there should be a nice continuous straight line. You should be able to have dinner on your back. Okay? Breathe here. And coming back into tabletop pose. Good. We're going to do it on the other side. So left leg coming back up. Right arm coming up. Good. Making sure that our stomach is not going towards the mat like this. The posterior part of your body and your anterior part is meeting center. So you're able to create an invisible line of energy going out of your crown and out of your feet. Good. And coming back down to neutral tabletop position. And same thing again, right side, right arm, right leg, left arm going up. So it's opposition. And coming back down. Left side again, left leg, right arm. And coming back down. Finding your own pace with this sequence. Making sure you're just finding that control, that breath, that alignment. Good. Keeping that tabletop position. Your arms, your limbs are just moving out. Continuous energy going out of your limbs like a straight line in opposite directions. There's energy going out of your feet and energy forward coming out of your fingertips. Good. And last round, we're going to go right. So right leg going up, left arm, left leg going up, right arm, and back to neutral. Let's lift the right leg again, and lifting that left arm again. And just stay here. We're going to take the position up a notch. We're going to have our left arm grab our right foot and kicking the right foot is kicking into our left hand, and then you're looking up, making sure your knees is parallel to the mat. Your shoulders, your left shoulder is coming forward, so we're squaring off the shoulders, making sure our pecs are nice and open, and just look up and breathe. Nice and easy. And let go of the position, coming back into the bird dog pose and coming back down to tabletop. Good. Same thing on the left side, left leg moving up, right arm going up. Bring that right arm back to that left foot. Left foot is kicking into the right arm, I should say the right hand. And then you're looking up, bringing that right shoulder forward, so you're squaring off your shoulders and just looking up and out, and breathe. And let go of the position, coming back to bird dog pose and back to neutral position. Good. Wiggle a little bit. We're going to bring the toes to the mat, so flexing the toes a bit. Lift the knees into a tabletop plank, and we're going to stay there for 10 seconds. Lift the knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lift the hips back into a downward dog, making sure that the arms, your hands are pushing away, so you're pushing the front of the mat away from your torso. Your sit bones is going up towards the ceiling. Your knees are slightly bent. And just breathe. Maybe you want to pedal out the feet, getting the ankles to loosen up a bit, working the calves. Nice and easy. Good. Now going back into downward, just a regular downward dog. We're going to walk the feet towards the hands, so right, left, right, left. So I'm in a wide-legged position. So whoever is in this practice, depending on your stomach, you might have to adjust your forward fold according to how big your stomach is to make room for your baby. So adjusting to a wide-legged position that you need to. Keep the knees nicely bent and relax, and just breathe into this forward fold. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the torso. Swaying the torso side to side, keeping the knees nice and bent. Breathe. And coming back center, we're going to bring our palms to our shins and coming into a halfway lift. In this halfway lift, make sure you're still staying in a flat back, not too much of an arch. So bringing the stomach towards center, and the line of your spine is continuously going out. Good. And coming back into a forward fold. Inhale, coming back up into hands to sky pose. And exhale, bringing your palms to your chest, so your heart center, where your heart chakra is. And just breathe. Good. And maybe do some hip circles. This is really good to get the hips going. Circling to the left. Nice. Keep the knees nice and bent. Good. Just want to come back into this position where your heart center. Making sure when we do come back here that your knees are slightly bent. There's no hyperextension. they're slightly bent, so when you bend your knees a little bit, your hips are slightly going to come underneath yourself. Remember, your anterior part of your body and your posterior part of your body is meeting center. Energy is going up and also down. So there's opposition of energy going out through your root chakra and out of your crown chakra, which is your top of your head. So there's this energy going like this. So then you feel that you're in your plumb line. Okay? There's no energy like coming like that. All right? So coming here in your heart center, breathing in and breathing out. All right, so we're going to begin our flow. We're going to come in, breathing in, inhaling, hands to sky pose, and exhale, diving forward into a forward bend. Keeping the knees nicely bent. Coming into, inhaling into a halfway lift up, making sure that your spine is nicely straight. There's no breakage. And bending forward, overfold. Step the right foot back into a downward dog. Left foot meets the right foot. And breathe. We're going to slightly lift the right leg up, parallel still. And then we're going to bring the right foot over to the right pinky into a wide-legged low lunge. So same thing here. We're making space for our stomach. A lot of us have different sizes at this in our journey, so adjust according to how much space you need for your stomach, but most likely it's going to be a wide lunge. Breathe here, looking up, facing forward, keeping the chest nice and open. And let's bring the arms up into a warrior one, lower lunge. Good. Making sure that we're not sinking in here into the hips. There's still a little lift into the pelvic area. Good. Keeping the shoulders nice down. And we're going to inhale, coming back up to our knees. Okay? So in here, this is an inhale. And when we exhale, we're going to twist to the right side and lunge forward and bring our arms out to the side. Good. Reaching, keeping that energy nice and connected with the arms nice straight. Energy's flowing out of the fingertips. Yet again, we're not sinking in. There's a lift and coming forward, creating the space here in your psoas area in the front of the left leg. And breathe. And inhale, coming back up to neutral. Good. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So when we inhale up, and we're going to exhale, twist to the left and lunge forward. Good. Making sure that our direction of our focal area is going towards the back. Keeping the shoulders nicely down. Arms are nicely straight and energy is literally going out of the fingertips. And breathe. And inhale, coming back up. And same thing to the right again. And exhale, good. Breathing. And inhale up. And again, to the left side twist. And exhale. Good. Inhale, coming back up. And to the right. Finding your own pace in this little sequence. Inhale. And exhale. Remember to inhale when we're coming up to neutral, and we're exhaling as we twist to the side. Good. And finding that balance. Creating that space, that length in our body. Bringing oxygen flow into our baby. Nice. And last round, let's go into the right side. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Going to the left. Exhale. Good. And inhale back to neutral position. We're going to bring ourselves forward into that warrior one lunge, lower lunge. And bringing our hands back to the mat. Lift that back left knee up out of the mat. bringing the right foot back to meet the left into a downward dog. Good. And now we're going to do our prenatal vinyasa flow. So our prenatal vinyasa flow would be tabletop position, opening your knees into a wide-legged child's pose, and coming back up into a tabletop position to meet us back into downward dog. And breathe. Good. We're going to walk right, left, feet are walking up to the hands, into our forward fold. We're going to inhale, coming into a halfway lift, so hands into your shins, making sure your spine is continuously straight. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale, back up to hand to sky pose. And exhale, back to heart center. Good, so that was the right side. Now we're going to do the left. Inhale again, hands to sky. And exhale, coming back down to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up, pushing your shins. Your hands are pushing your shins and you're extending your spine into a straight spine, flat back. And exhale, coming forward. Stepping the left foot back into a downward dog. Right foot meets the left. And breathe. Hands are pushing away. There's opposition going forward. Tailbone's going up. Knees are slightly bent. Feeling that nice little stretch in your hamstrings. We're going to slightly lift the leg up, making sure it's parallel. We're going to bring that left foot by the left pinky. Good. Bringing that right knee back down. Looking up, making sure your pecs are nicely open. And coming into a lower lunge, warrior one. And inhale, coming back up to your knees. And we're going to exhale, twisting to the left side now. And lunge forward, making sure that we're creating space, length, width with the arms, energy exerting out. Energy going this way, energy going down to your knees. Good. Inhale, coming back up, nice and controlled. And exhale, twist to the right again. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, finding your own pace. Creating that balance, that space that you need. Breathing continuously, connecting to your breath always through movement, through stillness. Let's do one more round. So we're going to the left, exhale. Inhale, coming up. And exhale to the right. Meeting me back into neutral, inhaling up. Exhale, coming forward into a lower warrior one lunge. Bringing the arms down to the mat. Bringing that right knee up. Good. Bringing the left leg to meet the right foot back into downward dog. Then going into our prenatal vinyasa flow, bringing our knees to a tabletop position, wide leg child's pose. Coming back up to a tabletop, lifting the knees up, going back down to a downward dog. And walk the feet up to the hands, left, right, left, right. And inhaling, going into halfway lift up. And exhaling, coming back down. Inhale, hands to sky pose, looking up, keeping the shoulders down. And exhale, bringing your hands back to heart center. Good. Nice. So now that we know, we're going to do that right, left again, but with a little bit of a quicker tempo and making sure that you're breathing continuously and connecting with your body and still going at the pace that you need to, no rush, but making a little bit more of an up tempo than what you did before, okay? And so let's breathe. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, coming back down. Inhale, coming back to halfway lift up, and exhale, forward fold. Right, left to downward dog. And bringing that right foot into by your pinky. Bring into a low lunge, warrior one. And exhale. Inhale, coming back up to your knees. And exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, up. And exhale to the left. Finding your own speed. Connecting with your breath. Inhale up, exhale left. Inhale up and exhale to the right. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Remember to always focus on the breath. Last round, inhaling, exhaling to the right. And inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, meet me back center. Bringing into a low warrior one lunge. Bringing the hands back down to the mat, lifting that back knee up. Bringing the right foot to meet into a downward dog. Going into a prenatal vinyasa flow. And coming up back down to a downward dog. Right, left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale to hands to sky pose. And exhale, heart to center. Good, left side. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, diving forward into a forward bend. Keep the knees nicely bent. Inhale, halfway lift up. Keeping the spine nice and straight. Forward fold, exhale. Left, right, back into a downward dog. And bringing that left foot back to your pinky. Bringing that knee down, the right knee down, into a warrior lower lunge. Inhale up to your knees. And exhale, twist to the left. Same thing. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Keeping that breath, focusing on your breathing. Good. Feeling a little burn maybe on your arms, which is totally fine. Keeping the energy still going out and out of your fingertips. Focusing on your breathing. Last round. To the left. Inhale up to the right. Inhale up, meeting us to a lower lunge, warrior one. Bringing the arms back down, lifting that right knee back up. Left leg brings back to a downward dog. Coming into our prenatal vinyasa flow, knees down, wide child's pose. Coming back into a tabletop, back to a downward dog, good. Left, right. Halfway lift up, inhale. And exhale, coming back down to a forward fold. Inhale, lifting up. Hands to sky. And exhale, coming to heart center. Whew. Good. Doing a little hip circles. Connecting with your breath here. Just be still. Feeling that heartbeat. Good. Let's come to hand to sky. Inhale. And dive forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift up. And exhale, coming forward. Step back into a downward dog. And just breathe. Letting everything to Mother Earth. Letting go. And meet me into a child's pose and just surrender, so wide-legged. If you need to bring and put a cushion here over your stomach, that's perfectly fine too. And just surrender, nothing here, nothing to do. Just breathe and connect to your breath, connect with your baby. So we're going to flip our palms up, still staying in a child's pose. Flip our palms up, right? Still here. And we're going to bring our hands into a prayer position and bring the hands back to our neck. So you should be in a position like this. And just breathe. If you want to deepen this stretch, you're more than welcome to just walk the elbows a little bit out. Get that nice little stretch behind the arms. And breathe. And letting go of the position, palms up, palms facing down. And meet me into a seated position, bringing the legs forward. So again, making room for your stomach. So depending the size of it, just make space. So we're going to bring our feet forward. Feet are flexed, making sure we're nicely seated on our sit bones, lifting up. We're going to inhale, bringing our hands over to sky. And exhale, coming forward. The goal is to reach for our toes, but there's no issue if you can't. If you need to, just grab your ankles, your shins, wherever you are, just be there. And just breathe. Keeping the length in the back and the neck. So we're in a slight flat back. So you're kind of pushing a little bit your tailbone out like this. And folding forward as we're reaching for either feet or ankles or shins. And walk yourself back up. Coming to a staff pose, so we're bringing our feet to the mat. Knees are bent, wide enough for your stomach again. And we're going to bring our right leg to cross over to the left like a figure 4. And our hands are just behind us. So we're still pushing them. Our hands are being firmly pushed into the mat. So it's helping us lift out of our shoulders. And this is a good stretch for your hips. And just breathe, making sure that your right foot is flexed. Keeping that nice alignment of a figure 4. And also the flexed feet helps protect your knees. So this is not really healthy. So if you flex it, it kind of helps align the knee a bit. Good. And switch over to the left, bringing the left over the right into a figure four, making sure that you're flexing, keeping that alignment. Hands are pushing out. Some of us might be back here, which is fine, but just maybe slightly bend your elbows a little bit. But if you're able to walk up to your tailbone, or to your sit bones, I should say, making sure you're pushing out of your shoulders. You're not sinking in. And breathe. And letting go. Shaking the legs out. We're gonna bring the right knee, so left leg is still extended. The right knee comes back up into that bend position. We're creating space again for our stomach, so as wide as you need to. And then we're bringing the right arm and right hand to our sit bones. So they should be right here, okay? Your elbow, this part of your elbow, which is the eye, is going to be connected to the back. So keeping that connection, your wrist should be touching your butt basically. The left arm is going to grab and hug the right leg. And you're going to twist over. So you're bringing and pulling the leg kind of towards your stomach a bit. I mean, nothing too aggressive, but there's this resistance that you're pulling the knee over as you're twisting to the right. Making sure your right shoulder is also down. And just breathe. And release that position. Letting go the right leg. Doing the same thing on the left side, bringing that left leg up into a bend position, creating space for your stomach. Good. Left arm comes back around. Booty, hands by your tush. The eyeball is connected to the back of basically where your rib cage area in the back. And so you have a little bit of a slight bend to keep that shoulder down. The right arm is coming over, trying to hug your knee, bringing it close to the stomach, and you're twisting as this little action's happening, okay? Good. Shoulders down. And release. Shake it out. Do a little neck rolls. I'm gonna face you, so you're probably fine as well. Just if you're facing towards the front of the mat, that's totally fine. We're just gonna tune out here, bringing our hands again to our stomach, sitting nice and tall on our sit bones, connecting with our baby again. And gently close your eyes, making sure your chin is slightly tucked in. Neck is nicely lengthened. Energy is coming out of your crown chakra. Your sit bones is nicely rooted down, connecting to Mother Earth. Bringing oxygen flow into your lungs, into your baby's lungs. Feeling the energy that you just cultivated, feeling how beautiful you feel, feeling the love, feeling your baby's love, feeling warmth, space, length. And silently tell yourself, I love you. And silently tell your baby, I love you. And gently open your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart center, so in a prayer position. Thumbs are touching the chest area, so your breastbone area. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this practice and for sharing your practice with me. I send you all with love and light and wisdom in your journey, and knowing that you guys are beautiful and your baby is blessed to have you mothers, and just thank you so much. We're going to bring our thumbs to our eyebrow, to the center of our eyebrow, which is our third chakra, and bowing down and thanking yourself and your higher self for just being here, taking the time to just do this for yourself, for your baby, and bringing your palms back down to your heart center. And in yoga, we say namaste, which means the light within me honors the light in you. So namaste. Yay! I'm so happy. Woohoo! This was literally our first live, so thank you all for just joining me and being a part of this journey. I wish you all many blessings and love and light, especially during these times. Just stay in high vibrations, drink lots of water, do a lot of meditation, and just keep moving and just being positive, and just know that love and light is always around. You just have to believe in yourself, believe in the journey, and just be around it and be in high vibrations. So I hope you guys all have a blessing day, and thank you so much. Namaste.